What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Tuesday, October the 5th. Good to have you with us today. We're going to talk about something that is coming to Columbia on October the 15th. That's a Friday. If you love birds and you're into birding, listen close. But first of all, I want to introduce you to Donna Puleo. And Donna, I'm going to let you tell you your title is?
I'm president of the Mizzou Botanic Garden Friends Advisory Board.
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
Yeah, and
yes,
actually all of the university campus really is like a botanical garden,
It is. The entire campus was designated a Mizzou Botanic Garden in August of 1999.
Yes. Then, sitting right next to you, we have Jim Gast. Jim, you are
President of Columbia Audubon Society.
Of the Audubon Society. Now, what is coming up on October the 15th that we want to talk about?
Noah Strycker is coming to talk. Noah said in 2015, he set the record for seeing the most birds in a single year. He had his own personal, what birders call a big year. He saw over half of the bird species in the world in a single year.
He's seen over half?
He did. Yes, he saw 6,000 over 6,000 bird species in the world in 1 year.
So what you're saying that if he saw over half, then we have about 12 to 13,000
correct
different types of bird species in the world.
Right.
So he will be talking about this.
He'll be talking about, yes, his big year. And it's significant because, first of all, nobody had ever done that. The closest before was like 3,500 birds in a single year. So he wanted to see 5,000, and he ended up seeing over 6,000. And then in 2016, somebody else broke his record. So
now, how does he document this? First of all, he travels all over the world.
Right. In his book, he said that he only listed a bird that he and one other person, at least one other person, also saw
together.
So they would have. So he would have proof that he saw that bird.
Right. And did he photograph them too?
He photographed, I don't know if he got photographs of all of them, but he photographed a lot of the birds. He also used, we'll talk about this in a little bit, he also used eBird to track what birds he saw on his adventure. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I mean, it just planning where you're going to be every day for 365 days is in itself a feat.
Oh my God!
Much less actually carrying it out, hoping that all the airlines and all the local transportation
and the money that it costs too.
Yeah, he said he spent over $60,000.
I can believe it.
And it came to about $10 a bird. So,
okay. So what can we expect to see and experience on October the 15th, Donna?
We will have a panel where Noah Strycker will speak. We'll also have someone from the Missouri Department of Conservation. I believe her name is Sarah Kendrick. She'll talk about reintroducing the brown nuthatches into Missouri. And then the gentleman, I believe his name is Pete Monisel, who will talk about the eBird, how to track birds on your phone.
How to attract birds on your phone?
How to track birds when you're birding.
How to track them.
And so what you're seeing.
Okay. Are they going to talk about how you can attract different species into your area?
I would imagine Noah will bring that up in his topic. I'm not certain. Also, Sarah Kendrick from Missouri Department of Conservation, I'm sure she will also touch on that subject because that is a lot of interest to folks. How do you attract more birds into your landscape?
Yeah. Is the bird population going down across the world?
It is.
It is.
That's what I've read.
In the last 50 years, we've lost about 4 billion individual birds.
And why is that?
Well, three main reasons. The first is habitat destruction. As more and more, areas become subdivisions or you know, they
So
cut down
it's
trees.
man-made destruction.
It's habitat destruction. The second reason is strikes. You know, strikes by cars running. You know, all these new skyscrapers with all lit up at night. When birds migrate, they smash into.
They run into the buildings.
They run into the buildings. Sometimes now they're running into the propellers on wind farms.
Has climate change had any effect?
It has too. I mean, it's affected where the birds live. A lot of bird species are moving north. Used to be that we didn't have any black vultures in Missouri. Now we have them in Columbia. Turkey vultures.
What is turkey vultures?
Turkey vultures used to leave in the winter. Now they're here all year round.
Yes, I see a lot of turkey vultures around my area.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, I'm thankful for the turkey vultures because they are kind of like the animal kingdom's cleanup crew.
Right. Exactly.
Whenever there is an animal that's been hit by a car, the turkey vultures are there to clean it up right away.
They do.
And they're kind of a frightening looking bird.
Yeah, they are. You don't want to get too.
My! And you know what? You're driving down the road, and if they're working on a squirrel, sometimes I've had to stop my car and honk at them to move because they're not going to leave.
Right.
They're not. And God forbid if one flew into your car.
Yeah. And then the third thing that's causing the decline is feral cats.
Okay.
People, or even house cats, that
Yeah.
people let their cats outdoors. Even if they're declawed, they still
Exactly.
kill birds, and that's probably, millions of birds
Yes,
a year.
it's much better to keep your cat indoors. Good for the cats and for the bird. But let's give the date and time of the event, if you will, Donna.
It's Friday, October 15th at 6 o'clock in the Monsanto Auditorium in the MU Bond Life Sciences Center. And if you're unable to attend, it will be YouTube live streamed on Mizzou Botanic Garden's website, which is garden.missouri.edu.
Is there a charge for the event?
No, it is free and open to the public.
And how many people can you hold?
We can hold about 250 people, I believe, in the Monsanto Auditorium, and we expect a very large crowd. So if you can make it, come on out. Noah will be signing books. We will be selling some books at the event. So it would be great for children, adults, families.
Yeah.
So
Do you need to make reservations ahead of time or just show up?
No, you don't. You just show up.
What if you have such a big crowd you can't get everybody in?
Well, that's why we're doing the YouTube live stream.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming by. We're out of time.
Okay.
You had anything else you wanted to say?
I thought they were setting up monitors up in the atrium for the overflow.
Okay.
No, that's not possible.
All right. Okay. All right. So it's October the 15th. Hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
today. Bye-bye.